You know, I agree, and I would just say that particularly in the United States of America, it's not the majority of the people that focus on race, is that race has been imposed ever since genocide of Native Americans, enslavement of Africans. So how race is played out here or in Luisa, Puerto Rico, or in Cuba and New Zealand, it is always vastly different. But within the context of the United States, I think it's very important that not only do we say that we are black and what that means for collective unity in political statements, right? Because no, you know, we know, quote, the lightest skinned people that have a greatest black consciousness. And when we look at social political movements within the 60s and 70s, and if you look at a group like the Young Lords, and they're insistent on saying we have an Afro-Taino culture, that's also a political move that they were making. You know, so I think now having a daughter, you know, that's almost 5, like she went to school last week and she had to do a Black History Month kind of thing, and she did Schomburg, and the teacher was like, he wasn't black. And I was like, are you a teacher? Like, are you serious? You've been teaching for 35 years and Arturo Schomburg wasn't a black Puerto Rican man, or, you know. But what I saw in that was that it's necessary to racially socialize our children in this country to protect them. And I think what is often done is not insisting on talking about race in a Latino community, not insisting that we're part and parcel of African people, we are descendants, we are black, that we have that consciousness, that political will to be together, becomes very dangerous for young people. And that's why you have particularly a lot of young women right now at this moment who completely question everything, because we also then deal with a media onslaught of what a female image in this country is. And for moments, Afro-Latinas are exotic, and then the Angelina Jolie kind of person is exotic, and that's the way the media works and the images that it puts out. So I think within the context of the United States, I think that's a conversation that you have to have from the beginning with your child, because they're going to encounter it from the beginning in this country.
I agree on so many levels. As you could see from the film, it's something that chronicles my life. It still does. Me and my producer. It's something where people will say, okay, well, who is black and who is Spanish? And depending on which parent it really was, well, that's not enough percentage for you to be black. It's okay. You can be Latina, you know. It was something where it wasn't, even having a little bit of black or having 25% or whatever it was a bad thing. So it's what you feel comfortable with. There are people who could have, you know, whatever percentage, 5%, and feel more quote unquote black than someone who fully is. It's also like children who have been adopted. There are children who are adopted by maybe a white family and they're black, and they may feel more closer to that. It's what you feel comfortable with saying. You know, as you can see, I'm very proud to say that I am, but that's not something that came easy, and that's not something that over the years was something positive. I'd have people break down my parents and say, well, because your grandfather was black and your grandmother is Puerto Rican, that means your mother's half. So you're not really half, you're really 25% black and 75% Latina. So it's okay, you're more Latina, you can get away. So I mean, it's really, like everyone has said, it's really more of a social thing, it's more of a political thing, and I think at the end of the day, it's what a person feels comfortable with.